And girls, we got a little late night news. Adam Schefter dropped the bombs, and we got to talk about it. You know what we do. We got some news for tomorrow's game. We got some news for maybe next week's game. Mac Jones is officially starting. I mean, we all pretty much expected it. He was questionable. It was just a matter of time till they made the official announcement. Mac Jones, Mac 10. You know, the Glock Purdy's jammed up, so we pull out the Mac 10. He's starting again. Can he go 4-0 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? We'll see. Todd Bowles loves to bring the blitz. The Bowles blitz is going to be, what the Niners have to be able to neutralize. This offensive line will have their work cut out for them. But the 49ers got some good news. They will officially have Jauan Jennings back out there playing. Jauan Jennings will play against the Buccaneers. My boy is back. He was questionable. Now you got Jauan Jennings, Kendrick Bourne, and you got Christian McCaffrey, Jake Tonjes. This offense is going to be a little bit better. Demarcus Robinson, you're getting a little bit healthier. Next week, though, according to Adam Schefter, there's a chance that Ricky Pearsall could come back from his knee injury, and there's a chance that Brock Purdy can come back against the Atlanta Falcons, according to Adam Schefter. So good news tonight. Jauan Jennings will be playing Sunday. Mac Jones will be playing Sunday. Ricky Pearsall is out, but he has a chance to come back next week. And Brock Purdy is out, but he has a chance to come back next week. We're going to see what Brock Purdy does this week in practice, but we also got to see what Mac Jones does tomorrow. If Mac Jones, who's been like the top passer of the NFL, he's got like the most yards a game, I believe, in the few starts he's had. This guy's been throwing the ball at a high level. If he walks into Tampa Bay and gets the dub, you might. Don't need to rush Brock. That's all I got to say. You don't need to rush the boy. But Kittle is also supposed to be back next week. There's a chance that Kittle comes back. So we could possibly have Jauan Jennings, Ricky Pearsall, George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey on the same playing field next week. That's amazing. So music to my ears. What is going on? How are you guys feeling? I think this is a huge boost of energy for the 49ers, especially getting Jauan Jennings officially back. This is definitely a guy that is going to really help out. Obviously, Kendrick Bourne is still going to do his thing, but it's just another weapon. Niners need him. The Buccaneers are banged up. The Niners are banged up. It's a total of like 43 injuries between these two teams. It's a big, attrition bowl. It's like the battle of the next man up, injury bowl, whatever you want to call it. And whoever can get some healthy players, it's going to help them. The Buccaneers, I know the Niners have a lot of injuries, but they're without Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and they're without, Bucky Irving, a couple other players. That's huge. The Niners getting back a big-time player like Jauan Jennings is huge for them and their victories to win. My man John V, what's good? Good to see you too. Retro Gamer says, I hope Cincy lets go of Hendrickson, but I hope they don't want a lot for him. I don't think they're going to ask for a lot. A couple of draft picks. At the end of the day, he's 31. He's great, but, what do you – people think you're going to get a second or first-round pick. He's good. He's not going to command that much. I mean, look at the trades around the league. Just kind of look at what other teams get for big-time players. I get it. He's a good player, but you could probably get him for like 2 third-round picks, and I think the Niners would be happy. Maybe a second, because the Niners could, potentially get those mid-round draft picks back from compensatory picks. So I'm not too worried. Ayuk, when's he coming back? Not too sure. They'll let us know soon. 49ers historically own Baker. They do, but he's on a heater right now. But at the same time, like as good as Baker's been doing, isn't he due for like a bad game? Isn't he due for some mistakes? I don't know. I think the Niners get their first interception tomorrow. I hope they do at least. I think they get their first rushing touchdown. I hope they do at least. They need to get those things going. You got to score in the red zone. You got to get some interceptions. It's going to be a tough game, but yeah, all these games have been tough. Maria says, hi, Raj. How's your weekend going? It's good to see you too. It's been a tough weekend. Well, it's been a good weekend. Just been very busy. Philip says, go Niners. Chris says, Baker in his career is 0-5 against the 49ers, 0-4 with the Buccaneers against the Niners. Is Baker going to use that as motivation? Absolutely. He, like you guys just said on the chat, Baker has not had a good time against the Niners. The Niners have predominantly owned him. That's going to be playing in the back of his mind. He's going to go out there and try to beat us, and at the end of the game, have some crazy quote. Finally got the monkey. He's going to have some crazy quote at the end of the game. He doesn't talk trash before the game, but after the game, he's got some stuff to say. We're going to see. Hendrickson still wants to be paid. Well, he could get paid after the Niners. He got his extension this year. Well, not an extension. He got, more money on his contract this year. They paid him a little bit more to play this year, and he's going to be a free agent. So the thing about Hendrickson, I don't think people realize Like people are saying it's not going to work. They're already paying him in Cincinnati. He got a big contract. It's a rental. You rent this man to go get a championship. I'm so happy for it. And then after this year, let's say the Niners win a championship and Hendrickson becomes a big catalyst for this team. After the offseason, I don't care if he goes to another team. I don't care if he goes to Kalamazoo. I don't care if he goes to Kansas City. I don't care if he goes to – I don't care where he goes. If he helps us win a championship, good for him. That's what he needs to do is play his ass off so he can get a bag next year. So, come on, Trey Hendrickson. Come play for the 49ers. That's it, honestly. I don't know why people are, like, worried about his money. You're not paying the contract. Niners will if they really want him next year. But if they don't, okay, they'll go get somebody else. Is Purdy coming back? Most likely next week. He has a chance to come back next week. My man, Rad Tees, what's good? Brian Robinson scores our first rushing touchdown, and Baker Mayfield throws 2 interceptions, one to Lenore and Winters. That's your prediction? Ooh. If Brian Robinson gets the rushing touchdown over CMC, I might feel a certain way. Yeah, Kalamazoo. I said that. Unrelated question. Am I going to SmackDown next week? Absolutely going to SmackDown. Bro, I've been up since 5 a.m. this morning because I woke up to watch Crown Jewel. I can't believe I woke up that early to watch some wrestling, but I did. It was worth it. It was good. It was a good PLE. Bro, John Cena, AJ Styles might have been the best match of the year. That match was unbelievable, man. Bro, spam the finishers. Absolutely. I'll be at SmackDown. Kittle, he'll be back. He has a chance to come back next week. What's my honest thoughts on the QB controversy? I mean, not necessarily a controversy unless Mac wins this weekend. I don't think that it's a situation where you have 2 good quarterbacks that are good enough to start, but it's not a controversy because Brock Purdy's getting paid $53 million. They're not going to bench him. But it's hard to bench a guy if he keeps winning. If Mac wins all these games, it's like, damn, man, you have this guy that's not getting paid, anywhere near what Brock is, and he can win in your system. So it's good. If Brock does get hurt, you have the ace in the hole. You have a guy that you can trust, and it's going to win game. I feel like he's getting more confident. The Niners have really fixed these quarterbacks over the last couple of years, Sam Darnold and now Mac Jones. It's good for the Niners, right? You need to have a good backup. The NFL is a tough league. Injuries happen. You have to have a good backup. The Niners have been that team for years, right? They've had backup quarterbacks that come in. Brock Purdy was one that came in and he took the league by storm. And they've always had quarterback injuries over the last couple of years. So it's good. If Mac Jones can beat Tampa Bay, then I think there's definitely going to be more conversations that need to be had. But at the end of the day, the Niners trust Brock. That's their guy. They paid him $53 million. They're not going to make it weird. They trust him. Fans are going to make it weird. The media is going to make it weird. But, if Mac wins, it's going to be hard to take him out. But at the same time, it's hard to keep a guy that's getting paid $53 million on the bench. So I like them both. Mac Jones has really proven himself. Coming into the draft a couple years ago, I wasn't a big Mac Jones guy. A lot of us weren't, right? We all were like, oh, my God, don't get Mac. And he's really showcased that he's a winning quarterback. He just needs a good team around him, a good coaching staff, and he's been a dog, man. I got a lot of respect. He's tough. He's gritty, but injuries do happen, so it's good to have 2 quarterbacks. So what's up with Jacob Cowing? He's been injured, dealing with the hamstring injury. I don't know if he's ever going to get back in the swing of things. Ryan says, will Jennings play tomorrow? Yeah, that's the update. Jauan Jennings is back tomorrow. He is expected to play. Yeah. Mac Jones will have to continue to get rid of the ball quick, says Elgato. Yeah, absolutely. That's the key tomorrow. The Buccaneers love to blitz, man. Bowles brings he brings the pressure a lot. He's a big blitzer, and Niners have to get rid of the ball quick. CMC is going to have a big day tomorrow. That's it, bottom line. Don't disrespect Jimmy G. Yeah, okay about that. I don't know about that one. That boy couldn't connect with Emmanuel Sanders. But should you keep Pearsall in fantasy? It depends on who else you have. I mean, he's definitely good to stash. He's a great player. He's definitely, you don't want to drop him, but see if you can get some trades for him in fantasy. But I'm keeping him. He's a good receiver. He just needs to get healthy. When he's on the field, he's unbelievable. So, any update on Ayuk's return? No update yet. We'll find out soon. And don't forget, Malik Mustafa is coming back. JJ or Bourne? I kind of leaning towards Bourne because he has that chemistry with Mac Jones. But I feel like, obviously, Jauan Jennings is higher in the depth chart. It's the smarter pick to go. I mean, honestly, I think both of them could have a good night tomorrow. But it's tough, man. Kendrick Bourne has that connection coming off a career game. That tells me that, I feel like I want to trust Kendrick Bourne again. But Jauan Jennings come back is money. And he's, their top receiver right now. So It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. Juan says, Larry said Mustafa looks fast and explosive. I can't wait to see him, man. He's gonna be chomping at the bit. The missile. Bourne cooked last game. He really did, man. And I think that his chemistry with Matt Jones is fantastic. So Arvon says CMC's high usage is making me nervous. I know that man's putting on a show. He's just touching the ball like 30 times a game. He's doing everything. At some point, at some point it's like, dang, when's he gonna catch up? But he's so conditioned. CMC's just putting his body on the line, and he does it every week. And knock on wood, he stays healthy, and that guy's amazing this year. Score prediction, says Deb. I got it as 24-21. We got Eddie Pinheiro game-winning kick again, and I think the Niners. Eddie Pinheiro, after this game, go buy yourself an Eddie Pinheiro jersey. If he wins, if he gets a game-winning field goal, I'm buying me an Eddie Pinheiro jersey, 100%. Chris says 49ers win 27-20. Kendrick Bourne catches game-winning touchdown. I mean, that's nice too. Boys play well as the underdogs. I love it. I love being the underdogs. Will the Niners trade for Crosby? Well, they can't trade him because they don't have him. Will they trade for him? They'd love to, but I don't think the Raiders are giving up Max Crosby. I don't think he wants to leave the Raiders. As much as people say, it's a dog trash team. Obviously, we know it. He's going to be loyal. He's going to stick around and see if he can fix that team. I don't think Max is leaving the Raiders anytime soon. I think Trey Hendrickson is definitely more realistic. Let's go, El Paso. Do I have a Phil Dawson jersey? I don't. I should have. Or a Robbie Gold. I never bought a Robbie Gold jersey. I look back, I should have. I might. I'm gonna go buy me a custom throwback. Maybe I'll buy a Robbie Gold jersey at some point. It's a good one. I wish I had one of those. The Niners gonna make any trade soon? Absolutely, they will. They're just doing their due diligence. They got 3 more weeks until the trade deadline. Just wait it out. They're 4-1. They don't need to make a trade right now. They will make a trade in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Trust me, it's gonna happen. I got a lot of faith on Johnny Boy. They're gonna make it happen. So you got an Andy Lee jersey. That's dope, man. How much do I have on it tomorrow? I'm not betting on the game, but I think the Niners are definitely gonna win. John got something cooking. I agree. Justin says I like a 27-20 score. I think it's gonna be closer than 27. I think 7 points is too much, but that'd be nice if we beat them. I think it's gonna be like a 3-4 point game. I feel. What are the chances we land Hendrickson? Well, Harsh, I feel like it really depends on how Cincinnati plays these next 2 weeks. If they're winning, they're not going to want to give up Hendrickson. Although, again, he's going to be a free agent this offseason. I don't know if they want to, negotiate with him and they can go draft people and this and that. If they start losing and they don't think there's going to be hope for Joe Burrow, they might just say, shut it down. We're not going to bring back Joe Burrow. If they keep losing these games, then they're going to want a draft pick. So it really hinges on how Cincinnati does these next couple of weeks with Joe Flacco. So other than Trey, who could we trade for? There's a lot of people. Depends on who's losing at the deadline. Maybe a couple of guys from the Giants. They got Kayvon out there. He looks good. There's definitely some guys we can get from the Jets. They're going to be fire selling, man. That team is probably not going to have a win by week 8. So definitely some guys on the Jets. There's a lot of options. Jalen Phillips from Miami. Chubb from Miami. There's definitely options that we can get out there. So Jose says, appreciate you for posting Rigo. He's a very close family friend. No doubt, Jose. I saw that a week ago. I saw that and I was like sad, but I couldn't post the GoFundMe. Like it wasn't working out. So I reached out to his wife and she finally gave me the link and everything that worked. So if you guys saw my story, Lolita Customs, Rigo, the guy that used to run it, he was the graphic designer, sadly passed away, and they got to GoFundMe. So if you guys check it out, if you guys can make some donations, great. If you can't, I'm not gonna force you to do it. But yeah, no, he was a great dude. We had a lot of conversations. We talked a lot of Niner ball behind the scenes, and honestly, I couldn't believe it. So yeah, prayers up to you, man. And I'm sad to hear the news. Chris says, if I told, if not Trey Hendrickson, then Cam Jordan. Go get Cam Jordan. I like Cam Jordan. Timothy says, do you see my comments on your post? Be real. Been a follower for 8 years. I see a lot of people's followers. I think I do see yours sometimes, Timothy. It depends. There's a lot of comments. Sometimes it's hard to see them, but I do see your comments. Sometimes I see them on the chat here. But I appreciate you for following all those years, man. We're close to 400K. Probably hit it this weekend. So I do appreciate everybody that's been following for 8 years, 8 days, 8 minutes. But man, a real one for 8 years. That's a long time, dude. That was back in the day when we were like meme page. Much love to you, man. No Cam? Cam's better than one we got. Imagine if the Niners drafted Scatterbo. Oh, man, we should have done it. We should have done it. Noticed you. You're noticed, Jay. Should I start Love versus Bengals or Herbert versus Dolphins? Man, Dolphins deep. I'd probably go Herbert. I think Herbert's due for a big game. Dolphins, you got her trash. Quinn and Williams. Oh my God, that'd be crazy. Am I coming to the Giants Niners games? I want to go so bad. I just work on Saturdays, man. So it's kind of tough to get in time, but we'll see. I could request it. Illegally streaming the game. Those are the days, man. Prediction for tomorrow. I said 24-21. Was it November 2nd? I could probably make it. I'm moving in a month, so like to another part of town. So it's gonna be tough. I like Saturday's gonna be like my day to like move and stuff. So I kind of need that day to get things set up. I don't know. McDaniel's coming home. He might. Jacob Cowing is injured, hamstring. No imminent return. What do I do for work? Physical therapist. Been following you since the Hain Plane days, Elgato. Oh my God. Hain Plane? That was crazy. I remember that. The Hain Plane. Jared Hain, bro. That was crazy. Deb says you were at 32K when I found you. Wow. That's crazy. 32K. It's been a minute. That's a long time. Start Bourne. I mean, I don't think it's a bad option. It really depends on who you got, but with Jennings back, I don't know how much Bourne is going to do now with Jennings back. It's kind of if your team is, if it's a deep league, yeah, maybe you go Jennings. He might be a good, or you go KB. But I feel like Jauan Jennings coming back is definitely going to bleed into Kendrick Bourne's stat line. Is Robert Saleh about to cook in the trade? I think he is. If the Buccaneers defense is playing zone defense, would you use the tight ends? Honestly, I think those tight ends have to be going to employ because Levante David, a legendary linebacker, but his coverage skills at this point in his career are not the greatest. I'm spamming Jake Tonjes. I'm spamming the tight ends. I'm going over the zone. I'm going to go all over those linebackers. I'm telling you, man, if George Kittle was playing this game, if he was here, he would probably have a 3-touchdown day. I think Jake Tonjes might be the play tomorrow. I'm not going to lie to you. I think Jake Tonjes is going to be the X factor for the Niners. Not a lot of people are talking about Jake Tonjes, but I think he's going to be the guy. So ready to be number 1 tomorrow? I'm praying for it. El Paso, Tejas, let's go, Joe. How long before Kittle comes back? He's supposed to come back next week. So there you go. Tonjes anytime. Jennings anytime. Oh, Tonjes anytime might be the play. Am I coming for the Monday game versus the Colts? Haven't decided yet if I'm going to that Monday night game. I'll be at Sunday night next week. Up to the Quad Box. We're just all busy. We're all busy at different times. Smitty's a YouTube superstar. Vlad and C-Mac work a lot, and I'm always busy with this page. What got me into loving the Niners? My dad, man. Diehard Niner fan. Save the blood. As Kittle comes back, I hope Kyle can still use Tonjes. He said, he was on his Matt Miyoko interview, NBC Bay Area. He did say he's still going to use Tonjes. Like, they got a viable second option, and it'd be dumb not to use him. And they really respect how he's, come about. So Tonjes definitely going to get some burn, even when Kittle comes back, for sure. Smitty a hater? He's just Smitty's funny, man. Do I think Josh can throw 2 touchdowns? Your parlay hits for 115. Josh Allen? I think he can throw 2 touchdowns, baby. For sure. Not with Jones. Kyle Shanahan will make sure we just check down. But that's the thing with the Niners. You have to check down with the Buccaneers defense. They're going to be blitzing. If you're holding that ball for too long, if you're holding that ball over 2.5 seconds, you're going to get blitzed and sacked. Mac Jones tomorrow has to get rid of the ball quick. Boom. It's going to have to be dink and dunk. It's going to have to be checked down. That's the game plan. Some of you guys might not like it, but that is going to be the game plan tomorrow. So predict Jennings stat line. I'm going to say 6 catches, 72 yards, maybe a tutty. I think he goes 6 for 72. I think they're going to use Jennings a good amount. He might go for a bigger amount, but I feel like Christian McCaffrey's going to have a big game. I feel like Tonjes might have some big numbers. Mac Jones likes to get to the ball to KB. They got good chemistry. I think Mac Jones is going to have a game tomorrow. He's going to definitely throw over 250, but I mean, he's going to spread that ball out. Whoever's open is getting the ball tomorrow. Do I think Mac Jones playing? He is playing. That was the announcement. That's why we're live. Mac Jones playing Sunday against the Buccaneers. He's starting. Do I think they limit Jennings? I think he's going to go out there and play, man. He's got a contract that he has to, hit some incentive markers. Jennings is going to go out there, play, man. He's a dog. He's not going to go out there if he's not ready to play a full slate. I think Jennings is going to go out there. He's not going to be limited. He's going to go out there and play his ass off, man. That's it. Do I think Michael gets his first sack tomorrow? I hope so. I hope so. Check down Charlie is okay with me. Me too, baby. Let's see. Mac Jones still hasn't hit the gritty. I hope he hits that gritty tomorrow, man. Mac Jones got to hit that gritty. You know what? I cannot wait. I'm actually on pins and needles. I'm on pins and needles on what suit Mac Jones is wearing tomorrow. Let's call him real quick before we end the show. Yo, Big Mac, my boy, you starting return to the Mac tomorrow. I need to know, my boy. What suit you wearing? Last week you wore Harvey Dent. You wore all green a couple weeks ago. I take it that's the Riddler. What fucking suit you wearing tomorrow, bro? Give me a hint. Give me a hint. Let me just tell me. I won't tell him. Oh! Give me Yo, Mac, have a day tomorrow. Go out there and outdo a baker. Cook. I can't, bro. That suit's gonna be. Oh my god, they not even good. They're not even ready for it, bro. That suit. They're not even ready for it. You have a good night, Mac. Get some rest. Get that dub. Oh my god, Mac Jones tomorrow. You go, bro. You guys are ready for this. Mac Jones suit tomorrow is going to be absolute just drip. Oh my god, this suit's gonna be. He told me I can't tell you what it's gonna be. This suit is gonna be. Oh my god, it's gonna be the, bro. Oh my god, this suit's gonna be insane, bro. Oh my god, how bad is Max oblique? Well, it's not bad enough to limit him from playing. He's gonna go out there, probably wear the flak jacket with that big old brace on his knee. He's gonna go out there and do his thing, man. Mac Jones gonna make your parlay hit. I hope he does, man. I hope Mac hits that parlay for you, my boy. Let's see. Real quick, we're gonna recap one last time. Again, Mac Jones starting. Jauan Jennings back. Ricky Pearsall could play next week. Brock Purdy could play next week. So that's the updates from Adam Schefter tonight. Niners got a big game. Buccaneers, Niners. Who's going to take this game? First place is on the line. I'm hyped, man. Let's get a dub. Let's walk into Tampa. Let's leave with the dub. The Niners are wearing red jerseys for the first time. Thank you, Tampa, for wearing white. We're wearing red jerseys on the road, baby. I'm so hyped up to see the red. We haven't seen it all season. I can't wait to wear the red. I can't wait. I can't wait to see it. Sheesh. You guys have a great rest of your day. I love you. Can't wait for Mac Jones' suit. We out. Love you on YouTube. Peace out.